There's going to be a third here. Doesn't matter. Out the window, round the houses. Not going to get Trakes before he can do any more damage.
Look at this foot race as well. Everybody spawning out. Nice parallels rolling through. Trakes up top. Giving you the extra work. By the looks of it, Heretics have the extra kills, extra bodies, and Super locks down those spawns in the back. Still, though, OpTic, you just see the pressure that they are bringing. This is relentless. Constantly through the front door. Constantly flooding through the steps. Heretics, it's a good hill overall, considering they had to break. And all of these sort of breaking efforts, it's just to keep it close. It is still just a 10-point game between these two teams. But OpTic, again, it has been the theme. They have won the rotation again.
And for OpTic, all they're going to do is hold fast for a little bit here, and this might put this game out of contention. They now have the lead. They're looking towards 200 points. Miami Heretics slowly, surely clawing their way up this map with kills. Huke now waiting for Rencor as well. He's going to see it. They'll be calling that out to the team. They're holding the back spawn. Trade still going down, but it's going to be Heretics that break in the door first.
They got the time, but they don't have the positioning. OpTic's reinforcements are going to be very quick, and even some weird parallels rolling through. So OpTic do eventually secure the time. A little bit more of a tight setup now around P5, but with a 20-point lead, I mean, this is right now the mountain that Heretics have to climb. An uphill battle. It's been the theme the entire scar.
Get him.
A little bit of scrap time there for him at the same time, and that will be a wipe here. 9 seconds of scrap time available. They will be hitting this back spawn as well, so Trake's probably not long for this. Well, finds the first, not going to be the second. Too many guns against him here, but now it's horizontal for Heretics. They're going to try and keep them away from this half of the map if they can, but they're not winning the gunfights.
Unsuccessful. Trake's gets taken down as well. Overwhelmed. So now Heretics going to be fighting for the white wall. They don't have any power positions covered in shots. Already going to be in back blue. I mean, the man can take another hostage if he wants.
There's the thing alive, and well, they will be shooting you, catches him, but not a hostage this time around. But Chelsea finds two. Medals gunned with the pistol. And this is still a very close game, but for OpTic, you are sitting a little bit better position-wise going into this one. If they soak up any time at all, it's going to force Miami Heretics to react. Right now, all good for OpTic. They've just got to be careful here. They can't win it, so it will be a P2 race.
Well, this is great Soakers as well. On P1, and they get 3 kills, and Trakes is now forced to go on the pinch. That is so much time you are giving away on P1, and the routes to get to the new time are not easy to get through. Green wall is going to be strong, but the green wall also wiped off of the board. Now it is the singular hill where Heretics have had the most success. Well, they need it here on P2 to try to win the game.
OpTic would have to really throw this one away to lose it on this hill. It is possible here for Heretics, but you know they're going to be flying bodies in. You know they're going to be trying to get at least a bit of a contest play going over the top as well. It's Shotzi, of course it is, trying to hit the flank, and he's broken them open this time. Miami Heretics, 2 great P2s, but the last one that they need is not good enough. And that is a break from OpTic Texas, and that should be game. They have put this one to bed.
And nice call and calculation there by Shotzi as well.
Game
P2
one
has been the issue. He found his way through. Little hop, skip, and a jump top red just to, well, kill the next guy in line, isolate the guy on time, put his head on a swivel, and overwhelm them with the chaos. I mean, Heretics ultimately fought extremely well in that scar, considering they had to play the break game. That, of course, is a game that is very difficult to play. So ultimately, clean and confident win there from OpTic. Nice little 50-point bump there on the scar.
It is an interesting one.
Good.
The question is going to be, what if the rotations were a little bit better for Heretics at some point in that game? I mean, bit of fight all the way through. You take that scrap time, you bring the difference, you get into it down over and over again. I mean, talk about Super 38 and 32, but 5,371 damage chance.
Yeah, and sort of like inverted scoreboards almost as well, where you have on the side of OpTic Texas, the guys with the most time had the least kills because their Slayer's doing an efficient job. Heretics on the flip side, the guy with the most time had the least kills, and Metals had to fight a war that entire game. He was especially that standout player on the first P2 that got them 40 seconds, got him in the lead, opened up the door for these guys to have success on P3 as well. But I just think the, remaining cast a bit out of the play from time to time.
And this is what I said before we come into this game, Chance. Miami Heretics, they can give a good game to anyone. There are opportunities in abundance. That's a question. I mean, this team obviously not having a great run of recent for the stands that they've kind of set for themselves. when you're up against the number one team, to bring it as close as you can with a potential, at least, to try and do maybe a bit of an upset on that hard point. It does bode slightly well for them, but OpTic Texas are just a mountain too big to scale.
Yeah, that is the optimism in you there, Bryce. Always looking at the brighter side of life. We can appreciate that, but I think Heretics are still a map loss is a map loss. Doesn't matter by an inch, a mile, 1.50. Well, now you're down 0-1 against OpTic. Going into a search and destroy. I mean, typically for Heretics, they'd be happy for it, but Shotzi's making plays like this, breaking you down. AR, SMG, doesn't matter. I think they're going to be in for a very difficult time.
Yeah, well, you want to talk about difficult times. Moving forward into this one, Heretics have not had a great reign against OpTic in the next two game modes. The hard point, it has been not too bad for them. But the next two haven't been fantastic, and for OpTic, it is a case again of they are looking to go further. They haven't had that championship either yet, so they are still very, very hungry chance, and anybody who comes against them is going to feel that.
Yes, absolutely. And again, bringing their A game on this first scar. I mean, very fundamentally sound OpTic was. Good plays through and through. When you needed them to flip the spawns on the P3,
going on with your left eye,
working together as a unit. Just a very well orchestrated effort, which you'd expect on a map that's been in rotation, all gear, just as Raid has been. Maybe the fun portion of the series of the maps 4 and 5 should we get there. If I'm thinking Raid S&D, I know OpTic have really enjoyed playing this map this year, and very interesting to sort of see the style Heretics are going to play as well.
I want to know what's going on
I think lately the sort of system they've had in Search and Destroy, SMGs have very much just been on their own. Even in these like crucial round 11 types moment, Heretics are not really putting the emphasis on the teamwork. I think Raid is a map where you need the teamwork to be on point. So it'll be fun to see the approach Miami are going to take.
Well, it will be. I mean, it's always the case here when we talk about teams. It's always improvements over time. That's what you're expecting in these. We are heading towards the end of the season, so you should be playing with a lot less mistakes than you were at the start. But for some of these teams, it's still a journey and a battle to get that one done here. Maybe they have just got the adjustments they need to as well. But while we're talking about Heretics, look on the other side. So far, against Miami this season, these two have been absolute terrors.
Dominant as well. I mean, Miami Heretics Search and Destroy throughout this year has been very solid, very strong in that sort of like top 4 territory. From Hercules to throw up a 1.8. Absolutely nutty stuff rolling through. So OpTic absolutely playing with a ton of confidence. And again, on the flip side for Heretics, gotten beat down some of these more recent S&D maps, but they're playing the fringes, they're playing the sakes, getting the new repetitions on the new maps. Raid maybe should be old faithful for the team. Maybe unfortunately for the Heretics, well, the quad stacked around bomb site, OpTic straight over towards B.
Oh, it's a gentle stroll through the pool area. And that's a lot of space already being taken. Bomb will go down here, and Heretics might not expect there to be everybody through, but Minerals finds Shotzi first, and well, they've got straight into it. This has not worked out at all. The playbook has been ripped apart at 2 versus 4 now. Mercury's coming back to help out his team. They don't know he's here. There's one. There's not going to be 2. It's a 1 versus 3. Dashy, he clutches up a 4, but a swing and a miss. And it will be Heretics with first blood.
Epic.
And great teamwork as well. I think OpTic, as you pointed out, 0 time wasted, taking a ton of space, moving towards basketball, second guy in line, hopping up towards money window. Who does get sort of isolated and left alone on bomb. I think OpTic may be hoping that Heretics just not going to be quick to the draw. Every single player on Miami there for the retake at the right time. The teamwork you are looking for if you're a Heretics fan.
Gotta give them credit. I mean, they didn't hesitate on that retake at all. They just went in. Here comes a push from them this time. Miami Heretics looking over towards A. It's only Mercules who will be first in this fight, and a little bit of information gained, but mid-control for OpTic Texas.
Ooh, Mercury's got some much. Great.
3 versus 3. Compressed here, Heretics. No bomb. Worried about the smoke as well.
Just waiting for the information. Shotzi getting creepy with it. Hook unknown. 50 seconds to play with Heretics in absolutely no rush. You just don't want to get caught. And Super, he's playing a dangerous game.
Yeah, it's a bad spot.
Slithery, sneaky. Shotzi. Shotzi!
Oh! Come on,
He's looking for the
Shotzi.
third, but
Get the
he's
last
got
one. Get the last one.
reinforcements. Shotzi has
The last one.
absolutely blown Miami Heretics out of the water here with a
Come on,
single
Shotzi. Get the
play.
three-piece.
Now Medals will have to have his own magic. Looking for it, nothing there. For the right player, already going to be
Ooh,
enough.
got him.
That is unbelievable.
Unlucky there. And Metal's also no ninja
That's
on that
lucky.
class, so that approach was very
spot.
loud. Easy work for Hook. Yeah, knew exactly where to look. So I think Metal's very happy to be the frontline man, but you can't even criticize the teamwork as well. Super's here for the trades. Problem is, Shotzi and Hook, again, working together. You see Shotzi makes his move, and Hook ringing out the shots top ring. So Shotzi only needs to connect with 2 bullets there. Sneaky plays, creding it up, instincts on point, and the teamwork for OpTic, even better.
1-1.
You can never predict him. Actually, he's going to call that one out. They've both gone above him. Is this a call now for a wrap here? He's already got a little bit of information that the players have already pushed into A. OpTic a little bit slow, maybe expecting more pressure chance.
Well, ready for it. I mean, this is a diabolical crossfire being set up, and they're actually trying to retake ring. Doing it through the front is not an easy thing. Shotzi already tagged up. A difficult thing to force this issue, but you see the pressure. And in the meantime, Trakes has had to have called out, I'm shooting players on this side of the map, and instead Trakes gets abandoned. Free first blood there from Shotzi. His teammates nowhere to be found.
As you break through, Mercury's we're calling this one out as well. He's just in 2. Trying to get back into it. Protection around ring. Bomb will go down. Still got the advantage here. OpTic Texas trying to get out of this one. And Mercury, 21 health. Dash is now in a little bit of trouble as well. Trying to get out. Somehow, Miami Heretics have not found the kills on this side of the map here. Dashing back into a live. But Renkor kills Metal. Dashing kills Renkor. And another one falls. And sometimes the luck is not on your side. And that is very much a case of it.
Not ideal at all. I mean, I suppose Trakes in that situation, I mean, listen, I don't know what the comms are, don't speak Spanish, but that is just a player that cannot die in that situation. And of course, from Trakes' point of view, he's called out, hey, there's like 2 of them back driveway, 1 guy's in art, like he's trying to back down and go top ring, but OpTic just too quick with it. And on the flip side, well, teamwork's been just a splash of an issue for the Heretics. Well, team kill never feels good.
The bad luck just kept on compiling. Here's an aggressive push, though. They're through A to mid, so they've taken mid control. A little bit of pressure going on to Renkor as well. He's going to lose it against Shotzi. Metal gets back to 3 versus 3. And now Dashy also backs off.
Well, Heretics have kitchen. There's just no bomb site in kitchen. Mercules in the corner plays it perfectly, ready to meet him.
Learn from Shotzi. Finds his first. That's probably good enough to slow down this push for a bit. Dashy now going to try and get into a position. Here comes the fight. Dashy almost had him as well. This last player is trying to get away. It's Trakes. Nobody feeling secure. Shotzi went for a little bit of a investigate. Trakes managed to get out of there. Now Dashy's looking for it. Looking for it. Super gets the better of him there, though, Chance, and Shotzi in a 1 versus 2.
Unreal child, but if you shoot like Dashy, why not? And now they have the intel on Shotzi, working together. Everybody's got the cross, and Shotzi tattered and tagged up along the way. Everywhere he goes, he is met with metal. And they're looking good on this. Chow, Shotzi, though, can't count him out.
Dive, dodge,
Ooh,
Shotzi.
get the other one. Come on, Shotzi.
There's one.
Come on,
He's got a 5
Shotzi.
streak. He's looking for that second player. There he is.
Get him.
Shotzi gets taken down by Super. Dreams denied. Round to Heretics.
Yeah, whatever comm shots he's getting from his teammates, probably the supreme gas. I mean, both Super and Trakes there shoot him multiple times, have him trapped, and he is just impossible to contain. Super, though, clean shots rolling through, left to 5 HP, but take Shotzi down, and I think Super's going to be 1 HP again. Yeah, 34 there left, so a lot of damage absorbed in that round by Super. Good enough to get the job done.
I mean, the way he almost made that is ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
They talk about the movement from Shotzi. There was the example of it. Just not an easy kill. 2 versus 1. And here he goes again. aggressive and slick with it. So this bomb is going down fast here. They're going for laundry control. Already a backup here from OpTic Texas. Faster from Heretics are getting into it. An isolated Dashy potentially.
Oh, Trace is going for it. Come on, Dashy.
Lost a lot of rounds here as well. Mercury's going to try and hold this one for as long as possible. Waiting for reinforcement. The teammates, that's a huge kill made by Mercules. More pressure coming through from the Heretics. They're trying to get in Mercules for the second, not the third though. 2 versus 2, 1 versus 2. Rancor last alone and left out to dry.
Mercules got it.
Oh, he's just going to get shot right in the side. Hook there to hound him. And OpTic, even in the 3v4, able to deliver. I think we saw, what, a lot of dance moves from Hook on the first map, Scar, of just how many times has he left 1 HP. Well, maybe, you know, Mercules is learning some of these cruddy corners from Shotzi. Now he's learning how to stay alive from Hook. Just impossible to kill, apparently.
Yeah, it was a good
Again,
time.
great dance moves down low. Nice teammate support. The team chows there after the fact. I don't know how Mercules does it, but he does it once again.
It is unbelievable just how they keep managing to make themselves almost have 200 health in every single gunfight. But speaking of which, Hugh will need this again. He is alone. Heretics running forward as well as Trakes manages to find him. Advantage here to Heretics, chance.
Yeah, great stun checks. Mercules, though, very quick to get near the bomb, so no play just yet. All of OpTic, by the way, swarming in here together. The stuns continue to be a dagger, but either way, it's a 2v2, and while the guy up top doesn't have his teammate super, while all the actions in B, he's taking the world tour through the middle of the map. Out of the picture, out of the play.
Big kill as well there by Super. Brings it back to a 1v1, but that one is Shotzi. I think he saw him as well. Does Shotzi swing out and chow this? He goes for a bit of a shoulder. Goes out of it as well, but he catches him before he can do any more this time. Super picked exactly what would happen.
Yeah, if you're not there for the initial team fight, got to be able to clutch.
Waited him out.
Super's S&D on point for that exact reason. Great shots to rip the first guy, and I mean, honestly, great timing just to make sure you catch shots going in towards DT. So you see shots maybe a little bit confused, confounded by the situation, but downloading the data, trying to bring that into the next round.
Well, the adjustments will continue, but I think Texas have been pretty aggressive most of the time here. We're taking it, but it will be Heretics for a huge hit onto A. A slower roll here from OpTic Texas. Maybe some mid-control. Hugh first in.
Yeah, with the bomb as well. Keep that in the back of your mind. Stuns continue to be on point for Heretics, so they got the information.
They've not even checked this corner, and Hugh can only find one, but it will be a trade all across the board. But Mercules gets it in the end. And everything just went into a gunfight in half a second.
Yep, and again, this is like a teamwork sequence as well. Everybody on OpTic sort of in the funnel position, ready for the trades. Everybody swarms as soon as those first bullets start to ring out. And I think Rancor just having a very difficult time playing against OpTic right now. Still sitting on a donut, I believe, and just looking the wrong direction. Everybody in OpTic, again, it's a long-term map we've had. Been in the rotation all year, been in the rotation multiple years as well. They're on form as Rancor, again, looking to find his first.
Bit of information coming out. Nade over. Actually trying to stay alive with Shotzi here. Heretics not putting the pressure on quite yet, but they have got a 3-stack over here. They're also checking the flank, which is always a good idea against OpTic Texas. Super just getting a bit of bad timing, losing out against Mercules. Super sneaky. We'll find the second as well there, Chance, and looking for the third. He's going to fly out the window, just goes for it. Another kill going in here. Mercules with the pistol, won't get it. Metals brings that one home. 2 versus 2. 2 versus 1.
Ooh.
Oh, Shotzi just cannot get out of there in time, Chance.
And credit to Metals as well for that one. Nice little 2-piece. I think Heretics have maybe had 2 rounds now where the smoke's on point enough to cause the confusion to wins the gunfight at close range. And Metals not just good for 2, good for the final one as well. And great communication for the Heretics players as well. Jumping back and forth, double chowing everything together. OpTic absolutely had the setup on the minimap to make the play, but Metals just catches him.
4-4. OpTic again, potentially looking for some control over towards middle. Actually watches over here, but this is aggressive. Miami Heretics have put bodies deep here. They're trying to squeeze this one out. Rencore needs to reinforce.
One.
Get in the fight, Rencore. Advantage Heretics. Breaks through the door. Goes down to 2 versus 2. Maybe a little bit too aggressive here. Oh, it's a 1 versus 2 for Rencore. 0 and 8. This is your chance to shine. And you haven't. Chauncey finds him easily
And
enough.
you haven't.
5-4 OpTic takes his chance.
Yeah, I mean, this is discomfort on the side of Heretics, or at least for the AR players. I mean, they had the 3v2. They had everybody grouped up together, but just different philosophies, I think, amongst these players. Trakes hits the absolute go button, sliding out the driveway to try to catch these players, but he slides into a pre-aim. Neither one of his teammates really there for the trades. Super ends up getting isolated on a gunfight over towards Zig. A situation where everybody's just near each other, but they can't quite figure out what they want to do together. So OpTic, well, round away from being up 2-0 in the series.
Huge push from Heretics. They've decided middle nothing. Renkore's already found one potentially, but it is a 3 versus 3. Renkore finds one more. Advantage here to Heretics. And he knows where Shotzi is. He's already caught out. Now a 1 versus 3, and they catch him. That little bit of information allowed Renkore to make that move, and, well, it gave him the round chance.
That's gorgeous. Classic Miami style as well. 4-man hit through the middle of the map. Forced the issue there with the teamwork. And get enough trigger discipline for Renkore that Shotzi walks back into a situation, thinks he is undetected, thinks he has the timing, but Renkore had him dialed in the entire way. He struggled in this game, but pros always say once you get the first one in Search and Destroy, it helps so much, and Renkore needed that, because here we go into the round 11.
Everybody hold on. Aggressive for OpTic. Looking for a bit of a control. The rest of them holding back here. Subi has the sniper out. Almost catches them. Shotzi out towards middle here. The one thing that Miami Heretics do not have is map control yet.
Well, leaning towards B though, so Super plenty of time to work on this island. Meanwhile, his teammates near the B bomb site. Drakes makes it, but he's tagged up a 1-shot, and this is your bomb guy. Has to stay alive. This is going to torch so much time.
Come Shotzi. We know he's going to go for a little bit of a chat at some point. Looking for the first one. Hugh gets medals though. Shotzi still holding stairs here. Miami Heretics have nowhere to go, and there's 3 of them all lined up. Still back off. Time burning. Bullets thrown, and Heretics a little bit scared. They're going to go for the rotate. Hugh is going to call this one as well. Information gained. OpTic will now swing into action. 22 seconds left. This will all end very, very quickly. Heretics still in spawn. They've got nowhere to go, Chance.
And they're going towards B, and Mercules here just getting the intel. Well, there's the shoulder, there's the drop, there's the miss snipe. Now you're forced to plant, but the swarm is in, and OpTic slam you in the round 11. S&D wins championships, and hey, they got it done there in the map too, as clutch as you need them to be.
Well, we've been talking about the heat dome over Europe because Miami Heretics have no ice. This has just not been their time. That was a very slow burn from them, and if anything, they kept giving up more and more ground chance. Around 11, that just did not pay out at all.
Yes, and if you're doing the tally, that would be 8 first bloods there for the OpTic camp. Of course, it does go all the way to around 11, so typical for Super. 1v2 clutch he was able to get. Metals had a bailout moment, picking up a 2-piece in round where OpTic were swarming everywhere on the map, but in spite of the heroic efforts, ultimately just a clean game coming through for OpTic. Everybody out there doing their job.
A very close S&D, and if anything, it was a little bit weird. I mean, you felt like a lot of times OpTic had the opportunities to make it happen. I mean, Renkore was 0-9 until round 10, so it's a very difficult one to kind of pull up the highlights for both teams. But OpTic do get it done, and probably the best opportunities for Miami Heretics to get around away from them. It's an interesting series for them so far, Chance. I think there are positives to take away, but certainly a lot of VOD review as well.
Yeah, I mean, Heretics still need to figure out their philosophical differences, in the play style. Meanwhile, OpTic, when they need to be suffocating, they absolutely are. It was a nice swarm of round 11.
It certainly is. Well, let's find out what the Overload has for us. We're going to go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you right after this.
Get him there with all the rings. Kill him. Let's go. Oh, love that. If I was them, every time I had an interview or a podcast or anything, I would wear all the rings I had. Be up there with all of them, just making sure the camera sees them.
Black Ops 7 returns to
Be
the
like a Super Bowl
Esports
ring.
World Cup this summer. Scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Cups are nice.
Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
Brought to you by America's Navy and the special operators who work in the shadows.
Big GG.
The guild took the hard point.
Oh, those roll for bears. Aw.
Got the hard point. Hard point contested.
Oh my.
Oh my god!
Goodness. Oh no.
Hello? Are we good? Hello? Show me the play again.
Watch it again.
Replay that. It's in red. It's in red. It's red everywhere. It's red everywhere. Oh my god.
Running. We're just running at him.
Oh. Oh.
Grab the fucking thing, let's go and get a score. I'll get the kills, just run it through that hole. Grab the fucking thing, make it sure you score. I'll get the kills, make sure you score. Oh! Oh!
Who's the band that sings "Wake Me Up, Wake Me Up"? I can't wake up.
And Skies will just wait for about 8 seconds on the clock. Go burst, check it with the pistol. You'll watch Ocus in a freaking turbine.
You said, bro, all you can do is try to stick this defuse, but hit him with some kind of movement. Let's bait that he tries to go for the sniper shot, but just too fast. Lisa Sky still finding a headshot.
They just put Ocus on tumble dry.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to OpTic Texas versus Miami Heretics of the Call of Duty League. So far, all good for OpTic. Close games, but close does not matter here. The score still good for them, Chance.
Yeah, showing off the fundamentals, showing off the clutch ability as well, but turning our attention over towards Overload. Players to watch are the players looking for a little bit of redemption. Hercules, to everyone's surprise, I think, struggling this month. Not the finest major he has had, so looking to bounce back into game mode. And of course, Tricks, very similar sort of camp stats, very similar down the line for these two players.
Yeah, not the great in KD, but certainly scores some goals anyway on Overload, and that is what counts. Right now, though, we're talking about about pretty much the #1 team in most people's eyes against the Heretics that have really struggled recently to get anything going in the way that the fans would want to. But there is always potential chance. I know you're going to hate me for saying it. This game does not end until it ends. OpTic are the heavy favorites. Heretics, it's not a great result for them in recent memory either. But maybe, just maybe.
I would never hate you for saying that, Bryce. I think you're doing a great job, man.
Thank you very much, Shant. That's wonderful to hear. But let's see if maybe Miami Heretics can make me sound like a genius, or whether or not this will be an OpTic 3-0.
Well, I know Heretics looking to bounce back after their exposure overload yesterday. Probably just need to set a bit more pace. Trakes does so. I mean, he gets a double kill over towards their spawn. Rancor, though, still posted, looking for a little bit more information. Shotzi, last man up on his team, doesn't waste any time. First opportunity to grab the advice. Well, he's all over it. Heretics, though, quick response.
Everybody just fighting. A little bit of a... It's probably the slowest we'll see this overload as it goes through. Everybody trying to get the kills first, and we'll be opting that come away with it a little bit better. So we're going to try and get a couple of kills to stay into it, but not going to be good enough. Shotzi already out here all the way through. Can he find anything? There's going to be 2 players lined up, and technically Rancor will give him an opportunity.
And there you go. Easy peasy. Get the nade, get the timing. Shotzi forces the team kill. Absolutely splendid. Delightful work there for OpTic.
They're looking for the relay as well here. Hugh will find another one. Dashy. Just going to keep it with that. Oh, looks for the kill. Does find it at the same time. And that's going to be a second as well. Shotzi's able to just walk through. Super can do nothing to stop him. And that's 2-0 in a minute 20.
Yeah, look at where Hook already is. I mean, they're swinging the map. OpTic now pressuring. They're going for the double chain sequence. You clear one guy out of your spawn. You take care of Hook. You think you're safe. Nope, Mercules next man in line. You take care of him. Well, now it's Shotzi's turn with the Creddy corner. So OpTic, all the pressure in the world, still device control, and really just in control of the situation. Shotzi doing it from the top rope.
Miami Heretics are just firmly in their own back line, trying to work out where this one is going. Dashy in control here, but has lost the blockers. Hugh will go killing. There's a second, and Hugh, well, good enough. And now the switch comes through. OpTic are playing this one like a symphony. Doing almost nothing wrong, but Mercules a little bit squeezing too tight there on the controller. Hits a melee, and maybe an opportunity now for Miami Heretics.
Opportunity for redemption. Frontline man's going to be Trakes, already cut down. Need the trade on Hook, and the kill feed undelivered. And now the device trying to wrap over through the middle of the map, and they're cutting all the way across. But in the meantime, they're getting pinched and just running into a firing squad. So the actual action is, it's getting weird. Super off the map. Now we got to swing it back the other direction.
2 minutes 15. Potential here. They have a blocker as well. Medals managed to find one. He's trying to get around this one with a pistol. It's wonderful by Medals. Regen. Another pistol. Slide in. Almost got to the point, but not quite here. But he has delayed enough for some reinforcements to hit. Rancor over the top. Player on the head. He's not going to be able to get it. That's Mercules. One last chance. And down they go. Miami Heretics get it within sniffing distance at that point, but it's not good enough.
And it was a near Metals miracle, but no luck there. And now as the device actually resets back towards low, well, the team that's in position, playing aggressive, it is OpTic in control once again. Heretics very consistently on the back foot. OpTic having an absolute field day. With all the space they're allowed to get, this is a playground for Shotzi. Give him the quad feed and give him the goal too.
Almost got one more there with a pistol, but every single kill. And for OpTic Texas, just going to keep on pushing this one forward. Looking for some more kills in towards the middle of the map here. Still aggressive. Hugh and Shotzi just running around, having a great time.
And I'm watching Rancor spawn up in L trigger as well. I mean, hard clearing out your spawn. So it has just been free reign for OpTic to get, like, wherever they want. Middle of the map, they got it. Device control, they got it. Credit corners on different sections of the map. I mean, they're just afforded to play any style of game they want. Heretics now in a sequence, getting all of the kills, but I'm losing belief in their ability to actually make moves properly with this device.
Well, this will be a bit of a headbutt push. They haven't really got anything here. It might be better for a switch, but Trakes finds one. Shotzi, who sits in the way that they would have to get through. Potential switch coming in at the same time. Shotzi needs to find this kill, but with that kill going down, Miami Heretics will go for it again. I don't know how you managed to make that one happen. Still gets it. Trakes eventually gets him as well, though. And, well, that's a bunch more kills. A Super will fly over the top, and 2 is not good enough. OpTic Texas are going to have this free play chance.
Yeah, a huge pinch for those 2 kills. Problem is, play already done. Now OpTic just want to hold this and make sure you don't lose it in the final seconds. And they keep the device in hand, and the guy stays alive. Now you get the information. 3 down on the feed. You know Super is over towards window room, and everybody's dead off spawn. This is a cap. That is 3 seconds left in the half. Shotzi calls in the Hellstorm and drives the dagger through their heart. That is a painful way to lose that round.
Hell yeah.
It's not fair, Shotzi. It's not fair. Everywhere they went, just devastation. And obviously they had to make the kills that kept that carrier alive. And Shotzi said, hey, I'm going to Hellstorm this with literally a second before free play came through. It worked out, and OpTic Texas have put this in for 4-0.
Boys getting them.
And I said maybe there's hope, but truthfully, Shotzi said, shut up, Bryce. Watch this.
Shut up, bro.
Yeah, an important consideration, just the idea that, like, on the Scar, Heretics absolutely brought a good fight to the table. Like, they had to fight the uphill battle. They never really had any of their rotations won, but they still kept it close. This, to me, feels like an exposure overload where they're almost laying down and dying. Well, good opening break there for Drake, soaring through the middle of the map to actually begin to apply that pressure, but traded out instantly. And, well, for the Heretics, now to 2v3, there's just nowhere for them to go.
What a surprise. Shotzi's already on the other side of the map. 3 going to go down as well. Shotzi straight into the back spawn here. This would be a bit of a headbutt, but have they found Shotzi? No, he's all the way around the back. Shotzi not going to get that first kill either, though, but Dashi opens up the key. Are they going to switch this? There are so many players here from Miami Heretics, but they're still making kills.
Okay.
Drake's the frontline man, wants the pressure. He full sends into absolute
a little better on the noise compression.
Everybody else a little bit more posted, but now you're just getting overwhelmed. It's actually a team kills that go through. Rancord's also in the top window. That device, though, is over there scoring points, which is how you win.
Actually calling in a Hellstorm, but mostly they'll just slow the enemy team down. This is an exhibition of excellence here from OpTic.
OpTic is wiping the floor right now.
Over and over again. It is magical, it is mystical, it might even be spiritual for them. Let's find out how they're feeling in the comms. OpTic Texas, listen in.
Magical, mystical.
Another guy's goes back right. Goes right, please. One's going left right now. Left icon. Actually, no, back server. Back server. Someone camp right, because I'm working, yeah, I'm just holding close here. I'm lucky giving ball, but I'm just holding close.
That's crazy.
I stood him on the ball. There's 2. One pitch. Yo, really weak. Meadows, weak on ball. Weak on ball. Absolute on ball. Pushed our side. Pushed our side. He was 1 HP. Meadows on the ball as well. Other guy's behind you already. Behind you already. In our goal. On our goal. You guys mid lane on me? Super. Watch out. Watch out. 1 HP. They're Warren. They're Warren. Watch out under our buck. Under our buck. All right. Trace is their Warren. I think we can stop this, bro. Is there a tag? Another one on me. Go back to back ring. There's left there. Hold it. Yo, low ring. Our low goal. He's going back to you guys. Yeah, he's full health. Okay, they're now respawning console. We gotta try to get these guys. There's someone within. It's like they're working on it again. Could be under, but. What about under ring? Under ring, dead. This guy probably on the right. I'm taking space. I'm taking space. Yeah. 6-1. We can just hold again. They're probably gonna spawn like left here. Middle? Yeah, reset the mid if it resets. Link on. I'm just holding that P5. I better reset then. I have under. I was over then. Nice. On the right. You can let it reset if you want. Nothing on the right. He named me on the right. Watch out, one. Literally a bullet. One's our ring. Our low ring. He's gonna kill me. P5. He was out. Still there. I went there mid alley. I pushed up there mid alley. Alright. Go right, Rank. Shut on. Okay, I'm up there mid alley.
Hey, wiping the boys with
calm and collected, realistically, from OpTic, because they feel very comfortable. They did lose 1 chance, but 1 is not 6.
No, not at all. Keeping track of all players as well. I think Heretics now in a situation they're throwing everything they can at the wall just to see what sticks, trying to make moves, trying to get up towards the middle of the map. But, I mean, if you're down 5 and there's only a minute and a half, you don't have time to play quarters. It's not possible, but you do have to indeed just pick up the device as quickly as you possibly can and run it straight home. You'd have to bowl them over. I don't think OpTic are going to play with that style at all. This is just a minute and a half left of pain and suffering for Heretics.
They'd have to completely shift the tide. They would not.
This is just TDM. And Shotzi's going to go wild. Also, going to just continue to push the tempo all the way through. Dash is now into the spawn at the same time. Mercury's finding one. Well, it's not a bad position for Heretics, but unless they've got some sort of new technology that allows them to move at warp speed to get this in 6 times, I'm not sure it's going to happen. Shotzi says, hey, have you seen this jump before? It's wonderful. There's a 2-piece. Let's keep on moving and grooving, baby.
Time to practice the routes, time to practice the long-range NPC shots. Now what direction you want to go? Well, towards the kills. Came through mid-cut, you got bad timing. Don't worry, Shotzi's awareness absolutely on point.
28 and 23.
No fear in his heart for Spree to end it on, and well, Metal's coming out of spawn already taking gunfights. I think OpTic have just had way more pressure on this map, not even close, and as Mercury steals it away, Rancor, wrong side of the map, OpTic always stealing it away.
Well, I think what you can see in this one is for Heretics, at least this will go down as a game they have participated in. From the Texas, excellence all the way through on the overload.
Yeah, they got this.
That is what makes them such a dangerous team.
They can stop
as
playing
SMGs
right now.
just cry havoc whenever they need to. They're winning every gunfight. It's all highlights from OpTic Texas. The Heretics, I wouldn't even watch that VOD review.
It would be a little bit demoralizing there, Bryce. They knew that that game was over. I mean, maybe during the first half as well. Honest to God, the Hellstorm called by Shotzi the first half to go for that last second capture to go up 4-0. Just a little bit evil.
They were trying, though. They were trying.
Not too much fun, not too much jubilation and joy on the flip side as well. OpTic came out today, took care of business, won the maps they selected. Unfortunately, maybe for them, no repetitions on Hacienda, but that is a small L overall, a big victory.
Well, that ends well. And did say Heretics, they can fight anybody close in the first 2 maps. At least you have that for them. But certainly a little bit more to do. OpTic Texas still looking good, still looking like the team everybody needs to take on to deny them that championship at Major 4. Will they finally get it, Chance?
Possibly. You know, Mercules, you saw his stats for the overload, but in this game, absolutely on point. Had a hat trick as well. Maybe 5 kills as carrier, positive KD, so the exposure certainly
the only thing they even came close.
Maybe long-term interesting that OpTic banned the gridlock. Maybe something you think they maybe want the repetitions on, so always got to keep the new maps in the back of your mind, but ultimately, it doesn't matter. You got the 3-0 dub. You got the CDL points. Still the #1 team in the game.
They certainly are. Well, let's throw it back to our desk to make what they can of that game.
Slammed, absolutely. 3-0 in that final game of exposure. Not even close. Shotzi and Hook takeover performance in that final overload. But I feel like you kind of won this series when you sealed the deal on the first hard point. You broke Miami where they had their best chance. Let's walk through it because the favorites win it with the expected win tonight, Ann.
Yeah, and you know, also in this map layout, like squaring with them on their best search and destroy in raid and winning in the round 11 where I don't even think Miami deserved to make the round 11, but yeah, this play is ridiculous. Gets the 4-piece and the score, grabs the goal. Like, Shotzi's just so confident in overload when he gets in your base. And then the goal to call in a streak in the OT situation where if the player dies with the ball, the round is over. Like, you're just so confident. Like, I don't even need this streak if it gets dicey because I know that it won't, and we're going to put up another point.
They go on to score more after this one. Allie, total control on exposure. Do you square up against OpTic on this map, or are they scary on all overloads?
They're scary on Den and exposure overload specifically. And that's why I touched on it going into the series. It's like, I know Miami has a little bit of comfortability here, but their overload has just looked so bad. But I will say, like, going back to that 1 and 2, I mean, I'm glad that it was at least close for Miami Heretics. League was their best S&D. They were at least able to push it to around 11, even if it was messy. That map #1, they were at least able to keep it within 10 points. So I think at the end of this, I can at least take away that Miami Heretics still has the passion and the foot on the gas to keep it close between top teams and maps like that.
And of course, we've got to visit your scuffed play of the game after this one, a 6-1 final score. Incredible work from the guys on the front line. Mercury's had a microscope on him today. He performed. Everyone finding their place on the map and finding success.
Did they just not like
Frustrations in the Miami camp starting to set in.
Yeah, I mean, Miami, they just got to start winning some of these series, man. I mean, this is a tough spot, right? You got to get 3 wins likely to make it into winner's bracket. You're 0-2. Miami. Gotta get some dubs.
It's time for our scope play of the game, though. Let's take a look at some of the big highlights from this one. What was the biggest play? Well,
I like the white one too.
I mean, my God, what are you supposed to do when he's doing stuff like this? I mean, he was a one-man team in this situation, taking out all 3 of these guys, and then he pulls out the Hellstorm. I mean, this was just electric to watch it.
Yeah, Shots is a monster.
I wonder if the white
prior to this, Hook had found 2 kills as well inside of their base. Yeah, when this guy gets going, he's literally a freight train, and you're just like, okay, can somebody finally kill him? And again, I already touched on it. Just the confidence to even call this streak in ridiculous. If OpTic are winning their overloads this dominant once again, yes, they're going to be in another grand final.
He literally called that, I think it was like 0.2 seconds before we were about to go into OT and end that first half. That was insane.
Hook goes 30-19, but Shotzi with 1 less kills drops even more damage thanks to that Hellstorm. Ridiculous work by the front line of OpTic, and they complete this series quite quickly. We still have one more match to go on the day. Allie, final thoughts on this one before we get into the interview. What do you see from OpTic?
I mean, just composure. The best team being the best team. I mean, maybe you can go back to that S&D because it was so close. I mean, thank God they needed something to study. They were just giving everybody belt.
Joining us now live in the Monster Winter Spotlight, it's the young stud. Mercules in his 2nd year continues to impress. How was today's matchup against Miami? Because looking at the numbers coming in, you guys have crushed this matchup. What do you guys have over the Heretics
back down in the same chair to have this?
I think just, our pacing is a big issue for them. Just the way they play, they like to play, smart, kind of slower. So I think our pacing just matches up very well to them.
Mercules, looks like you guys put a lot of work into your overload once again during this break. Recently the overload has fallen off a bit. You guys like 8 and 7 in it in the last couple of months. So what do you think it's going to take for you guys to get back to early overload form? Because it looks like you had it here in this one.
Yeah, we've just been focusing on playing more as a team in that game mode, and it paid off there.
Mace, give me something to watch for OpTic Texas during this split. Like, what do you guys have like your main focus on heading into Major 4, being in the spot that you are, kind of just not keeping it close with anybody?
Our focus is honestly getting reps on the new maps, Hasi and Sake S&D. We don't have a lot of Sake reps yet, so we're gonna do that this week. So, yeah.
Mercules, can I ask you to give me the top 4 teams in the game? Because I feel like at 4 it gets a little dicey. So if you were to, obviously you guys, give me the next 3.
Yeah, controversy. That's all you want.
I'd say probably Thieves, FaZe, Toronto.
Okay.
Oh, still Toronto in that
Still in the mix.
conversation.
We like it. Final question for you,
Of course,
Mercules. What makes you
OpTic at number
smile?
1.
Winning.
There we go. There's another one. Congrats on another win. We'll let you celebrate with the team.
I enjoy winning too.
So simple.
It's the best answer you could have had to that.
That was good.
Winning.
Just winning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who's going to smile at the end of this one? Well, they've had few this season,
win.
but one of them's
The
going to be
money,
ear to
endorsement.
ear. It's Cloud9 taking
ring.
on Boston Breach with TJ, my favorite Haley.
30. We'll see what's going on next match, see who's playing. Future who's coming out. But we will check it out and definitely see how that goes.
COD Champs tickets are on sale now. Come see the best teams lock in for this season's grand finale in fabulous Las Vegas. All 4-day passes come with early venue access. Head to FazeVegas.com or scan the QR code to get your tickets now.
Look like the pros to play like the pros. The CDL team skins are available now. Scan the QR code or check out the in-game store now. Scuff, official controller of the CDL.
Let's find out who's built for the big save.
Heretics ready to dive in. Thanks, Tim. 4 and Snoopy. Wipes them all. But Hydra with the switch impossible. He's making top room. It's all damn happy. It's Saints. Down a bruiser. Dominance on the grandest stage.
sure. Well, why you, bro? Why are you going? Why are you going?
Dude, you're gonna get in trouble, bro.
Why you
You're gonna
like
get
it?
fined. All right.
What the f is that?
Hello. And then actually about looking in the thing. You're an idiot, bro.
He's not in here. Join the game.
That's the problem. You gave them all the time in the world, and now Ultra have set themselves up perfectly for the barbershop hardpoint. The apartments, the alleyways, all the nooks and crannies are now full of Canadians.
And you have a BZ at 9 and 22, and this is only a 20-point game. You're looking at big plays in the final moments, but Envoy takes down 2.
Envoy in the front line.
Nice, I have A. Guarantee that kill.
Oh my god!
Let's go. They got one tick on B.
You suck, dude!
Let's get it, bro. We gotta win this out.
Oh my gosh, Subclay?
Here come the Thieves. They cannot allow this to slip now. And there is snaking going on. Octane and Envoy have broken through. Can find one. Finds a second 1v1. And it's placed up. Looking for the last. And they put it out. 10 seconds. 10 points. The comeback of the CDL year. Can they do it? The Thieves are moving. But they are moving into the kill feed. And Legion have just made the greatest comeback in Hardpoint you will ever see.
Nameless. I dare you. Go ahead. You won't make it out.
I'm gonna go with the Riyadh Falcons.
Oh, you're not making it out. He's not making it out the stadium.
Yeah, I've never liked him. I never really have liked him. Man to man, like that aside, I've never liked him as a guy. I'm just kidding. I have no idea who he is. He's got a good beard.
Oh.
Welcome back. The party continues as we have Boston taking on Cloud9. Rosalie, you excited for this one?
Oh yeah, an absolute banger game 5. I mean, it's gonna come down to the wire.
Why is this important? Well, you got 8 players playing for your spots at the top level in Call of Duty. You want to prove your mettle and you want to show your worth. You got an opportunity if you're Cloud9, and Levy, as just a 18-year-old, what, he was 18, 17 days?
Yeah,
in his last appearance, he's what, 18 and 18 days now? Incredible experience for this young man. Talk to me, though, about the opportunity. What do you want to see from him tonight?
Yeah, I just want to see some more electric plays. You know, they won that overload in the last series. He popped off.
Got score streaks.
Exactly. And, you know, his POV, the guy has turned. So need to see a little bit more of that. And this is a Cloud9 team that was improving, you know, throughout the last stage, even with Okas on the team, who wasn't playing well. So I think what got away from them was they got smoked in that S&D. He got first blooded by Skies, I think, 3 times. So I'd like to see him maybe play his life early round to give them a chance late, because we know when the adjustments come in, this team could actually be a threat in that game mode. You combo that with, you know, that overload win, and maybe you clutch up in a game 5.
Yeah, so maybe a little 2-3-5 action from the side of Cloud9. I don't hate the angle, and that's what teams, challenger teams especially, way back in the day when we had those more open brackets, tended to do, because that's where they can catch these teams off guard. So that's a really big shout. I think my biggest focus in this one, and Courage himself has a 0.7 specifically in this matchup versus Boston Breach, so need a little bit more damage laid down from him.
And Courage was looking great.
And he was looking good. He just struggled versus Boston.
Multi-kills up. Nasty was on the former Boston squad. You now have a number of roles changing on that team. The good news for Boston, Hacienda is in the mix, and you just got to win with Purge taking over in a game 5. So let's talk about this Breach team that is looking to make it back-to-back W's. Wheeler, are you excited about Purge's crew tonight?
I'm excited about them tonight, and the reason is because last split, they had the hardest split imaginable. Got cooked, right? We have 5 matches to split. They win this one, they're 2-0. All they need is one random lucky upset to be in the winner's bracket.
Reverse sweep?
This is one of the only matches the Boston will be a favorite going in, so they have to make work of these guys. 2-0 record versus New York this season. TJ had a 1.01 in the debut yesterday, played really well for them. And even in the map 1 loss, I believe he had 40 kills. So, yeah, I think this Boston team, big opportunity today to go 2-0, and I believe they'd be at the top of our standings, which would be absurd to just look at after a weekend.
But it's almost like I feel it in my shoulders where, like, I'm terrified because we have seen Cloud9 just do insane things to top teams randomly out of nowhere, just catching them off guard before.
Oh yeah, don't get it twisted.
So this is a moment for Boston where they cannot be comfortable at all. I'm on the edge of my seat in this one.
I want to kind of look at this from a GM's point of view and scouting out talent. I think you called out Spart in a great way in the 1v1 opportunities, what he was doing in Search and Destroy. You said he's got it. I can see that in the player. What do you want to see from the guys on Cloud9 in particular when we first go into this hard point? How do you tell if the new guy really has what it takes to reach the next level in Call of Duty?
Well, I mean, let's look at it, right? So you got Purge, Spart, TJ, Afro, like these guys who've been in and out of the league, right? Recycled players. If you're scouting the guys on C9, this is one of the matches where you should be able to show your individual prowess, right? Like these are guys you have to be clearing away better than in order to earn a spot in the CDL. So yeah, I think this is a huge match for them and how they're going to be viewed.
Where are there opportunities tonight? Well, it's at least your first 3 maps. We play first to 3 wins, and we are starting things off with Den. We got a Sake for Search and Destroy, and Den again for Overload. Allie, do we get to a game for Scar Hardpoint?
I think maybe we do. Honestly, I haven't had too much strength in Boston's S&D, despite them able to get that Game 5 win. But the thing for Boston is they're 2-11 on Den Hardpoint, so this is not a great map one for them. But Cloud9 doesn't even have double-digit wins in respawns yet, so they don't have a map set.
I like the Scar Hardpoint. I think Encourage is looking really good on that map. And Den Overload was where you took the map from G2. So Cloud9 today is going to be my scuff pick'em.
Oh my God.
Can we get this on camera and make it official? I bombed out with the Heretics pick. It didn't look good. We're going to bounce back
give you
today.
3 if they win this.
You'll give me 3 for a Cloud9 win. Encourage. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I got Boston.
I got Boston. You don't even got it.
Game 7.
Top 10 player TJ Halley has a 1.3 versus C9.
Yeah, Cloud9. Let's make a story, shall we? We got Shift and Stein to break down all of the great moves and mistakes.
See, Chris knows what we're all about over here. I think the thing about this particular matchup is, we kind of have this alleviation of like putting pressure on the end of the regular season. Now it's just about extending careers and potentially extending chances going into the summer with EWC. So not to sit there and say like this match doesn't matter.